Hi, good afternoon, Get Hired community. My name is Stefanie Lomax, and I am the President and CEO of HRPro4You, which is an HR consulting firm where I help job seekers and career professionals get career ready. I'm so super excited to share this quick video with you all today. And I'm thankful to Vanessa Maddox, who is the founder, of course, of the Get Hired community, for allowing me to share a little bit of insight and a little bit of information with you as a job seeker community. One of the other things that I'm really excited about is the HR Pro Academy that I actually built and designed for you, the job seeker, in mind. And the reason why I did it is because I've been in your shoes before. I know what it's like to kind of be in the job market. I know what it's like to have to navigate those waters. And if you have been like me before, where you were in a job or you are in a job and you've been in it for 3 or 4 or 5 years, you haven't had to job search, you haven't had to interview, you haven't had to write a resume, you haven't had to do a cover letter and use all of the technology that comes along with doing that these days, it can be a little bit intimidating. And so I wanted to share with you some important information about 2 very important documents, which I've just mentioned, your resume and your cover letter. What I like to call them as a collective is the power couple, because together they pack a powerful blow and they tell a very powerful story. Most of the time, people believe that you don't really need to have a cover letter, or the cover letter is optional, because when you log into these applicant tracking systems, it'll say cover letter optional a lot of times. It really isn't optional though. So it's almost like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know, some people might eat a jelly sandwich, but it probably tastes much better with peanut butter, right? So the cover letter gets to tell information about you, the job seeker, that's not going to be represented in your resume. It gets to tell the recruiter or the hiring manager what it is about you that makes you unique and what makes you a perfect fit for the job, separate and apart from anybody else. Nobody can tell that story better than you. Nobody knows you better than you. And so you want to use the cover letter to do kind of easy explanation while also tying together your qualifications that are going to be listed on your resume with the needs that they are trying to fill that are listed in the job description. So you want to make sure you really, really understand what it is that they're looking for and how you're able to fill that need. Another thing that's really important, and I think that a lot of job seekers miss when they do the cover letter, is that the cover letter gives you the opportunity to actually explain things in a matter-of-fact and honest way that are on your resume. So for example, if you have a gap in employment, that's the best place to explain it, is in the cover letter, because you get to tell why. Employers are hiring real people. They want to know who you are. And the only way for them to really, really understand that is for you to convey that in your cover letter. Now, your cover letter doesn't need to be 8 pages long. It doesn't need to be 2 pages long. 1 page is perfect. 3 or 4 paragraphs, very concise, to the point, but you're connecting the dots between your skills, the job description, and the position that they are trying to fill and the need that they have. Now, obviously, we all know why you want to have a resume and why employers use resumes as a recruiting or a screening tool, rather. But the important thing about the resume is that it needs to, again, be customized to the positions that you are applying for. Now, if you're an accountant and you have an AP, AR background, your resume and the job search you're going to be doing is probably going to be pretty much around the same type of job. So you're not going to need to recreate your resume every single time, but you are going to need to review the description and the requirements so that you can make sure what's in the job description is in your resume in some way, shape, or form. So you want to, again, it's a way for you to connect the dots and make it so that the employer can read your resume from top to bottom and say, oh, yes, this is perfect. She's done this, or he's done that. And it makes sense as to why you're applying to those jobs. So, couple takeaways. I don't want to keep you too long on this Friday morning. I know everybody's ready for the weekend. I am too. The cover letter and the resume together are called the power couple. That's what I love to call them, because they pack a powerful blow. They tell a powerful story. And one doesn't go anywhere without the other. That's my philosophy. Secondly, you want to make sure your cover letter explains and tells a story as to who you, the individual, are, and why you, the individual, are qualified and a perfect fit for the job. Thirdly, you want to make sure that you are customizing your resume for every position, even if you just have to change a couple of words. Again, you should have a baseline resume based on what it is that you are currently doing. So you shouldn't need to have 8 different resumes. You might, but you probably don't need to have 8 different resumes if you're applying for jobs that are in the same industry or in the same field, in the same level of position. Those are the 3 points. So just keep that in mind. I will be happy to share more information with you about the Academy. I'm currently running a special right now. I did a masterclass called The Power Couple, and I'd love to share more information with you about it. The Power Couple Masterclass comes with a workbook and gives a lot more information about what it is that needs to be on your resume, what it needs to be in your cover letter, and how to construct those things. It really walks you through it, exercise in the workbook step by step. If you'd like more information about that, you can certainly contact me. I'm on social media everywhere at HRPro4, the number 4YOU. Feel free to visit my website as well, www.HRPro4, the number 4YOU.com. And I look forward to hearing from you and wish you the best of luck in your job search. Absolutely. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.